and touch the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
I don't wanna feel this way, but it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just that stupid. Thought that we were meant to be. Yeah, I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side, and I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I hope you're having a good night. I'm having a good night. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. So a couple things. I released a video yesterday, I believe, and it was all about the DJI Mic 2 system, and the audio levels were off. So I thought that was kind of weird. Apparently my float microphone was too soft, but then when I plugged it into the camera, it was too hot. So I went back and leveled those things out. I got a couple comments from you guys saying that you had to crank your TV all the way up or your computer all the way up. And then when my intro came on, it kind of blew your eardrums out. So I put a second one up there. I put the word fixed on it. So yeah, hopefully that'll be all worked out for you guys. The other thing is the lens that is in the thumbnail for tonight's live stream is already on its way back to Amazon. One of the points of that day was to do the unbagging of the DJI Mic 2 system, to try it out, which has blown me away how good that system is. But I also wanted to go, since the river was high, I wanted to create like a monoscopic VR experience using this camera. But it didn't work out. So it just wasn't a very crisp experience. And it was my last test of trying to turn another camera into a VR camera. So I've decided to quit moving in that direction. I'm still going to make VR videos, but they're either going to be with this camera or with my my VR 180 CAF camera. So I'm not going to be pursuing that anymore. So there it is. But the video that I put up was my first kind of real experience with my Sony FX30 out in the wild. I did walk around with it in the snow, and I've done some tests in the house, but it was the first time I actually got out of the office. And I had some meetings in the parking lot of the trailhead, and then I went for a walk, and I was out in nature, and I made a video for you guys, and it was refreshing to kind of get out of this room for a little bit. So I'm planning on doing that every week. Actually planning on doing it tomorrow, because I've got a meeting heavy day. And when it's a meeting heavy day, I can spend time kind of away from the office and participate in meetings, and I don't have to necessarily design that much. It's mainly kind of consulting and talking to people and listening and all that kind of stuff. One of them's a town hall that's going to last like 2 to 3 hours, so I just have to sit back and listen to that. So I might take that meeting on a walk with me, to be honest, because I really don't have to look at anything. You just have to listen to where we're going as a company and all that. So yeah. You also might notice that my background is a little blurrier tonight. I am putting the stream through Elgato's webcam app, and I'm utilizing my NVIDIA 2080 Super graphics card that's in my computer that I built a couple years ago. I think it's working really, really well. I tried some of the other effects that were in the app. It like kind of mimics green screen. The green screen is not very good because there's I'm wearing a black shirt and I got a black chair, and then there's some blacks back in here, and it was having kind of a hard time figuring out where my shoulder was. But in this scenario, where it's really just making the background blurry, there are probably imperfections in it, but you guys can't really see them. The only place that you really notice is when I do this. See how the handle's all blurry? And the camera is super blurry because it's not my face. My hand is in focus holding a blurry camera. So that's kind of weird. So don't know how often I'll do that, but that's what we're doing tonight. So I'm going to go through roll call. By the way, there is a link in the chat that says join me tonight. That is the link to Talk Studio if you want to hang out on the live stream tonight. So if anybody out there wants to talk about your channel or wants to talk about, just kind of talk to me in front of people, you're welcome to it. So let's go through roll call. So I was first, but I'm always first because I set it up. So Stephen Drones was really first. Oh my gosh. Yawning in the first 15 minutes of the live stream is not a good sign, y'all. I'm already finished with my coffee. My coffee's gone. The blurry coffee. It's gone. So all I have is water. So if I start dozing off, just start sending me some super chat so I'll wake up. All right. So JC Flying was second. He forgot about me last week, but he was second tonight. So that's he's redeemed himself. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate all y'all. I really do. East Coast Thrills is in the house. Lambo's in the house. What's up, Lambo? Hope you're having a good night. Wrestler Mania is in the house. It's been a while, but glad you were able to make it tonight. So first question of the night, how is the van search going? So y'all, I don't know if it's going to end up being a van or not. I'm trying a couple things out. So there are several things that I want to do. I want to be able to work in the vehicle. But I've been trying my Jeep Renegade, which is a small vehicle. I've been able to work in that vehicle fine because all I have is a laptop. I don't really need like a full-on production studio. Even when I edit video, like all I really need is a laptop and a hard drive. And both of those are pretty small. I can do that from the front seat of just about any vehicle and the back seat of just about any vehicle. So I was originally looking for a van, and it still is kind of in my mind to get a van. But the two things that I really wanted to do in it was I wanted to be able to sleep in the vehicle if I need to, and I wanted to be able to work in the vehicle and be comfortable. The scenario with the van is I would have to actually build something in the back of it to work on, or keep one of the seats from folding down. So when it's just going to be me, so I can sleep on the right side of the vehicle, and the left side of the vehicle can be like what I work on. So if I leave a seat up, then I can do that with just about any vehicle out there. Just about every vehicle that I've researched, whether it is a cross. Wow, I can't think of that word right now. Whether it's an SUV or a minivan, and even a wagon. I've been looking at the Subarus, kind of like what Nacho has. I like the Outback, the Subaru Outback. I like those types of vehicles, and I think they will meet my needs as well. Because anything with all the seats go down, and then I can at least have 6 feet of length that I can lay down on. That's about all I need. And all of the SUVs accommodate that. If you push the front seat up, and then you kind of put a piece of plywood down on it. And then the other thing that I've been really looking at is if you sleep in a vehicle overnight and it's at all cold or hot, then you need some way to regulate the temperature inside of the vehicle. And you also need like ventilation, possibly. So with that said, I feel like I would be spending a lot of energy and a lot of mind power to create that type of environment inside of a vehicle. Whereas if I got a hybrid vehicle, there are a lot of hybrid vehicles out there that you can run in camp mode. And it's like utility mode. There's different, each manufacturer calls it something different. But basically what it does is it doesn't drive. And it very rarely uses the gas engine. You'll just, like, if you charge your battery, and then you can run the air conditioner or the heater overnight. There's some vehicles that pull heat off of the engine. So the heating scenario is a little different than the air conditioning scenario. But with a vehicle that's air conditioned, I can leave all of the windows completely closed, and the air will be circulating, and I won't be running like carbon, a carbon engine. It'll, like, from what I understand, the engine will turn on for like 2 minutes an hour. So you'll go for an hour, and then like 2 minutes, it'll charge that battery back up, and then it'll run another hour. And I was watching a couple, like, people that slept in like a Toyota Sienna hybrid, which is a minivan. They only use 1 tank of gas throughout the night. So with that said, like, let's say gas is like $2.80, like that's a $2.80 evening, as opposed to like an $80 hotel room. It's not as nice as sleeping in a hotel room, but I always feel like if you're just going to sleep, like, you're not going to really remember it anyway. Like, you're just kind of going to bed and waking up. So, and even if I did that at a campground, let's say the campground is like $30 a night. Well, I just spent $35, was able to get a shower, was able to rest, and, was also able to go, enjoy, a little weekend trip or whatever. So those are my thoughts. So I've got it kind of narrowed down to, I like the Hyundai Santa Fe's. I like and I will probably get a 2020. So like each year, like, you knock off about $5,000 on the vehicle. So a $40,000 vehicle, a 2022 to 2021, that might be a $28,000 vehicle. So I'm trying to keep it around 30,000, but we'll see what happens. I really want to keep my monthly payment as close to my current monthly payment. So anyway, that is a long way to get to the answer to that question. But yeah, so I'm looking at some hybrids. But there are hybrid minivans out there too, which I'd be like in the lap of luxury. But I also need to fit it in the garage because of our driveway scenario. We're not allowed to park on the streets, and I've got basically a 2-car driveway and a 2-car garage. And when my son starts driving, there will be 4 people in the house driving vehicles. There'll be 4 vehicles. So the next goal is to come up with unique storage situations for everything that's in the garage. Biggest thing that I want to do right now is I'm going to build a storage loft in the garage to put a lot of our bins, our tents, and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm planning on, we're not allowed to have sheds in our neighborhood in the yard, like a building out in the yard. And we have to go through a lot of extra stuff to build on to like a screen-in porch or anything like that. So that's attached to the house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a shed, but it's not going to be attached to the house and it's not going to be in the yard. I have kind of a 4x8 section of my patio that I'm going to build it there. So it is going to be a glorified box on the patio that I can lock up. But it's going to be big enough for my lawnmower, my weed eater, my chainsaw, like all that stuff. It's going to fit in there. So, y'all, I'm starting to burn up. So I'm going to go turn my fan on. So I'll be right back. It's 45 to 50 degrees out today here in Nashville. So I wore this shirt to go pick up my son, and then I never changed into a t-shirt. So it's like I'm wearing thermal underwear over here. So, but yeah, so that was a long, that's the plan. And, so. All right, I'm going to try to catch up to y'all. I'm about a half hour behind. So I'm going to go quickly. All right. Doug Mack's in the house. What's up, Doug? Hope you're having a good night. I am still going through. I got hit with a squirrel from East Coast. So Lambo, Resler, Doug. I don't think Doug wants his prize. I still have what he wants from Project Holidays. I think this is going to be the last time I ask for it. I want to move on. Eat More Possums in the house. What's up, Eat More Possum? Brent, hope you're having a good night. Resler wants everybody to hit the like button. I really appreciate that. I like what you said, too. If you have not already, it shows Sean that you care, and it's free. Totally free to hit that thumbs up button, y'all. Who else we got in the house? We got 14 people in here, so... Yeah, pursuing audio excellence. I felt really bad. So there's 2 things about that audio, the DJI Mic 2 video that I put out. For one, it was like the only video I wore a t-shirt in that I couldn't like this shirt, like I could clip it right there. I've got these little buttons, like polos, I can clip it in there. My vests, I can clip it on. But what do I do when I decide to unbox the DJI Mic 2? I wear a long sleeve t-shirt. And if I'd attached it to the collar, it would have been like all up under me. So, yep. And I put the video out without checking the levels. I felt so stupid. I saw Stephen Jones was the first one comment on it, and I was like, oh crap. Maybe nobody else will notice. And then Brent mentioned it, and then I was like, I gotta take that down. I gotta fix it because it's embarrassing. So Bob Casey's in the house. What's up, Bob? Hope you're having a good night. Who else we got? Mark White's in the house. What's up, Mark? Hope you're having a good night. I'm coming down with a cold too, so hopefully tonight will not. My throat will last through the whole show. We got a whole hour to go, so we'll see what happens. So East Coast said small RV, no CDL required. Do I need a CDL if I'm just car camping or SUV camping, or is that against the rules? So Steve, the idea is I can't afford a car and a camper this year, but I also want to kind of go camping. So this was, I'm going to spend $30,000 on something. I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone. But yeah, I look at campers all the time. I really would like an R-Pod. I really like the R-Pods. I also like the overland kind of trailers that people build. So Doug's got a Tesla. Looking forward to sleeping under the stars with its glass roof. I am looking at several with glass roofs. So there's hybrid versions that kind of regulate themselves. And then I've seen a lot of people that they get vehicles with sunroofs or moon roofs or like panoramic roofs or whatever they call them. And they will vent the sunroof, and then they'll build like a structure where you can have like an air conditioner that like fans in a piece of like plastic that fits up in there so that it kind of pull, like a lot of campers that don't have air conditioners on them, but they have like a fan. You can essentially do the same thing with like a sunroof. So I've been looking at that too. And I did see a Tesla at CarMax, and I was like, maybe, but we'll see. So Brent said, I also need a chamber pot in the van. What is a chamber pot? I don't even know what that is. I need a toilet. Got it. Yeah. Where is Nacho? I don't know. I don't know if I hurt Nacho's feelings or if he just can't make this time frame anymore. He works different places at different times, so there's been times when he hasn't been able to make it to the show. I reached out a couple times, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes I make enemies without knowing it, and I don't know if Nacho is the case, but sometimes I hurt people's feelings and I don't know it. And anyway, I hope I didn't do that to Nacho. So Doug said the Tesla has a camping mode. Nice. Jim's Droning's in the house. Welcome, Jim. Hope you're having a good night. I hope I didn't miss anything. So if anybody wants to use Doug's affiliate link for Tesla, here's his link. It says you get awards for 3 months of full self-driving capabilities. Do you have to subscribe to self-drive? Because I saw where a lot of vehicles they've got lane assist, they've got assisted cruise control, and they have like surround something that like keeps you from hitting anything. And so I watched a guy test. It was like I think it was a Sportage. I think it was a Kia Sportage, and like he showed that he had a camera on his forehead, and he looked down, and he wasn't using the steering wheel or the pedals, and his car was just driving itself. So did I say $280 gas? $2.80. But yeah. So John said he pays $2.50 for gas there. We've got a BJ's Club here, and it's really it's pretty cheap. It's about maybe 20 or 30 cents cheaper than anywhere else in town. And I hate to get into politics, but I'm kind of ready for a new president to bring the gas prices down and make decisions that don't drive the economy to crap. But yeah, looking forward to that. Oh, so that's the squirrel tonight. So last week it was cheeseburgers, and tonight it's gas prices. Stupid HOA crap. Yep. Well, so my situation is like, it's the city of Smyrna, and it's also the HOA. So the HOA, they don't want people putting crappy sheds in their backyards and stuff like that. But the city of Smyrna, you're not allowed to park on the street during the night. So the first night we were here in this house, my wife got a ticket on her car for $150. I was like, welcome to Smyrna, y'all. So that's the bigger issue. We're not allowed to park in our grass either. Which, I mean, I think parking in your grass kind of looks tacky in a neighborhood. Now, out on a farm or, out on a nice piece of land, you do whatever you want to, and it doesn't really matter. But so if you're asking about the permit, are you asking for the permit to build something on my patio? I don't think I need a permit because it's not going to be attached to the house. It's going to be a kind of a modular building. So it's going to have 4 walls and it's going to have a floor, but it's going to come apart pretty easy. So I don't think it'll be a big deal. And if it is a big deal, you guys didn't hear about it here. The other good thing about putting it, so $5 says they complain about the box on my porch. I'm really not planning on showing anybody. Someone might complain about it, but I mean, they built us a 5-bedroom house with 2 spots in the driveway. There are other houses that you could put like 6 cars in the driveway. I just have one of those unique situations where that's what I'm planning on doing. Chuck's in the house. What's up, Chuck? Hope you're having a good night. Jim hit the thumbs up 3 times, so that's good. So thumbs up, unthumb, rethumb. Got it. Appreciate it. So, Bob, I don't know what you're talking about. This is the problem I have whenever I'm like behind you guys chatting, because I don't know what I was talking about when. Oh, okay. So you're talking about the thing that I was talking about for the sunroof and fans. So there's different ways. A lot. It depends on the car. It really does. A lot of the cars will have um, a channel, and a lot of people are like kind of form fitting things in that channel. But where people use magnets is they'll put a screen over the top of it and use magnets to kind of just hold the screen there so bugs don't come in your car. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I'm hoping that's what you're talking about. So Chuck loves the Mike 2. Lori tests his patience by wearing turtleneck sweaters. Nice. Jim uses the clip-on magnet. Yeah, I use the magnet a lot. What I'm probably going to do, I have a lapel. I'm probably going to use the lapel, because that when I did that last video, like this thing is, dang it. This thing is, even though it's tiny, it's pretty heavy to like just attach to your t-shirt. On the belt clip or something like that, I don't think it's a big deal. I even thought about like clipping it to the back of my hat and then running a lapel through my hat and just attaching the lapel to my bill. I don't think that'll be a big deal. So that's kind of one of my next thoughts. Just so I can like have a microphone I just kind of put on my head. But yeah, the mic, I don't know that I have to see it in my videos. There's some people that like they'll hold it in their hand, they're so proud of it, or they'll put it on their shirt and stuff like that. But I do think that the dead cat on it, or the dead rat, works great. There was wind when I was at the park making that video, and it was really quiet. But the other thing that I mentioned in that video that it annoys me when I watch YouTubers and they're on location, but you don't hear any of the location. I realized when I was saying that you couldn't hear anything that was going on in that location. There was, when I put it on, like when I was rocking this scenario where I was using the receiver and I was plugged into the Sony FX30, that scenario, you could, since it was more amplified, you could hear what was going on in kind of the background. But the 32-bit float was wonderful audio. And I love the idea that now I have 3 little audio recorders that are tiny that I can just put places. So like when I was recording the river, I could put one, just sit it on the ground by the river and you could hear the water. I could record several different channels and then bring them in, but the microphones really aren't meant for the DJI Mic 2 is not really meant for atmosphere sound. It's really meant to cut out everything except for the decibel levels that a voice would be a part of. So it works great as a vocal microphone, but not the best for like just recording a room and getting all of the the street sounds and the birds and all that kind of stuff. Recovery One is in the house tonight. What's up, man? Hope you're having a good night. Oh, maybe that's what Bob was talking about. Were you talking about the magnets on the mic too? I feel stupid now. All right, now it's all coming to me. It's all coming back to me now. So Bob said to take some Zyrtec. I take Mucinex every night, and then I take a Zyrtec every morning. Well, I take Mucinex every day, or every morning and every night, and then I take a Zyrtec every morning. And so if I miss the just one day of that, like my sinuses go crazy. So I am now dependent on allergy medicine. So Brent said the outdoor setting for the mic video is great. Yeah. I'm gonna start just getting out of this room and go make some videos. I miss going to the park. I might just maybe that's where I'll go tomorrow. Maybe I'll just go back out to the one of my old parks that I used to go to and hang out. So Mark is in Manchester, UK, and it is -1 degrees Celsius. All right. What else we got? Yeah, I've got some good tents. I've got a couple we bought two that are, I believe they're Coleman's, but they kind of go up like an umbrella. I can put the entire tent up in like 2 minutes. So I might just, my thought is to take one of those tents with me and then just kind of use that as a place to hang out, and then just sleep in the car. My voice is going, y'all. Some kind words from Chuck. Charles Gillespie. I almost forgot to say hi to you. What's up, Charles? Hope you're having a good night. That's the other thing about the hybrid vehicles is the batteries. Mark mentioned, can I afford $10,000 to replace the batteries on Tesla? No. So maybe I should get something that can pull an RPod, but I have no place to put an RPod. I'd have to store that at another place. I think that's a dream whenever the kids are grown up and my mother has moved on and it's just me and my wife. Maybe that's what, maybe the RV then. We'll see. So Brent's RPod has a tiny combo toilet shower. You can take a crap and shower at the same time. Nice. I do that anyway. I don't need a toilet. I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of the politics. All right. All right, I'm going to try to get through these. I do need a co-host. If anybody would like to be my co-host, DM me. I don't know that I want a co-host every week, but I actually do want some guests on here. All right. So, not a HOA, it's a state law. You went to court over it. Is it because you built a full-on shed? Or, like, I'm literally just buying a box with a door. And I'm not building a new foundation or anything like that. I'm literally sitting a box on my patio. So. So, Mark, I tried that. It's pretty heavy. But I did try to clip it under my hat. And I have a video where years ago where I put a Sony action cam under my hat. It was the mini. And I just looked stupid with that thing on my forehead. So, and I kept like, kind of like The Jerk. I don't know if you remember that movie, The Jerk, where like, I looked cross-eyed because I kept looking at the thing right in front of me. And so, yeah. So Doug asked, can you plug a tiny wired mic into the DJI Mic 2 and keep it in your pocket? So there is a 3.5 millimeter jack on the very top of it, and you can plug a lapel into that. So I'm probably going to do that. Yep. Maybe. All right. Someone's in the green room, but their camera hasn't worked yet. So, hasn't worked yet? I can't speak tonight. Barkley's in the house. So, Barkley, hope you're having a good night. Chuck is trying to come in, but his camera's still not working. All right. So, there he is. He's finally there. All right, I'm going to bring Chuck in, and we're going to talk to Chuck.
Sean.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Good. I didn't play the new Mic 2 video yet. I have to watch that later because the first one, the audio was low. But dude, that mic system rocks, man.
Yeah, I love it. Yep, the Rode Wireless Go is
going.
It's going.
Yeah, that makes two of us because I have
no need for that anymore.
By the way, does anybody need the OG DJI system? Because here's one. Oh wait, there's more. Because redundancy, because I am like this way. I have 2 of them. So guess how many Mic 2 systems I have? Just guess.
2?
Mostly, yeah. And I bought Lori a white mic for her birthday because she likes to wear color coordinated stuff. So if she had a white shirt on like this, she could wear the white mic.
Yeah. So
we're all in again.
I almost bought the white mic.
You can still do it. You can still do it. You can get one. They're $100. You just get it all by itself, and you could drop it into the case if you wanted one black, one white. If you wanted that, or you could just charge it up and instead of, you can do it.
Yeah, but
do it.
What I'm trying to say is I went to buy it and then I put things in my cart, and then I went to drop my son off at school, and then I came back and I went to check out, and then the white mic was out of stock, and I was like, I put that in my cart. Like,
doesn't matter, they don't care. But it's in Amazon. It's in stock. That's how I got it for Lori, and it showed up in like 2 days, super fast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, check out Amazon. They have all that stuff. You could have got the Mic 2 system the same way. I got it direct through DJI, but you didn't have to.
Yeah, I ended up getting it through. I got it direct from DJI just because I could use PayPal Pay in 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, that's cool. But there is an advantage to using Amazon though, and that is like the first one of these that I bought for Alaska 2 years ago. 3 months and a day after I bought it, one of these mics stopped connecting. I couldn't download the files off of them.
Oh, wow.
So I wrote to Amazon, and Amazon said, you're SOL. It's past the 90 days or whatever, but we can offer you a deal. We can give you a discount on, send it back. We'll give you a discount on another one. So, basically there's like a $79 fee or whatever. And then they waived it. So it ended up being free anyway and gave me another kit. So
nice.
That's the advantage to Amazon. Cause you know what DJI would say? They'd be like, too bad.
Yeah.
Not always. DJI's been good to me lately, but
I don't even call DJI anymore. Like, they're like,
let's see, I gotta get
they blame it on me every time something bad happens. Like my battery stopped working, and I told them, they're like, well, did you take care of the battery? And I was like, what am I supposed to do with the battery? And they're like, well, did you plug it in? I said, yeah. Did you leave it on the charger? Yeah. Oh, that's the problem. You left it on the charger. And I said, well, it's a smart battery. It turns off. Like, it stops charging when it needs to. And they're like, oh, which drone do you have? I was talking to an idiot.
Hang on, Doug. We'll get to you. No, I'm trying to monitor the chat too, because I see like Doug was asking how much I want for one of these, I think. I don't know, man. I haven't considered it. I don't think they're I bet you used are half price, aren't they? Was that about the going rate, Sean, on tax about half price when it's still respectable?
That's what I always do. I always cut the retail price in half.
That's what I'm thinking. So probably about what they're listed for, like new, figure half. I think DJI sells them refurbished, but they want more than that. And so have these been used? Hell yeah, these have gone to Alaska. Sorry, what, Sean?
They're $159 right now on B&H.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cheap. That's brand new or refurbished?
Oh, it's not the 2. Sorry.
Is that the single setup?
Sorry, it's $249 for the box for the box that you've got.
Yeah, so probably I would think on the order of 150 or so bucks, right? 150 something ish plus shipping.
150 is a good price.
But somebody else would have to pay the shipping to get it to them, I would think, something like that. Anyway, I have 2 of them, and yeah, 2 of them.
Nice.
They work great, man. We used them in Iceland. We'll use them everywhere we go. And I carry 2 around because I can switch them out if we have a problem with you can't charge them fast enough. We just hand me your mic, Lori. We're switching out. Oh, and she's like, oh, again? Yeah. And she complains, and then we do it. So when she's not wearing turtlenecks. Turtlenecks suck.
Is that why she's wearing the turtleneck? Is so she can have the mic?
I think she's wearing turtlenecks just to piss me off because, for one thing, they're sweaters, so they're too thick to use the microphone magnet because these magnets are pretty good on here.
Yeah, they're great.
And then, yeah, but they don't hold on a sweater. And then the turtleneck, the only way you can clip it on the turtleneck is to put it on like upside down. And that's why I was commenting to you that when you use the mic, you really need it to be close to you. So like here would be good, and like this one will magnetically go that. So I mean, like this is where you kind of want it, dude. You want it here. I mean, you can put it over here. You can put it over here if you want it kind of like not so much. Nobody's excited about wearing these things because they look like shit, right? But when the audio is good, you can immediately get over the fact that there's a mic in the shot because we're not Hollywood. You and I are filming stuff.
I am. Look at me.
Okay.
This is money right here.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
you superstar, you.
I'm just kidding.
Superstar.
I really don't even care anymore at this point. Like,
yeah. But you could use the lavs though. Do I have them around? I don't use lavs anymore, but I have some nice Rode lavs, and then you can clip them on the newscaster, and that looks really good. And we have white and black ones and stuff, but
yeah, I really wish you could screw the lav in, like
the pro ones screw in.
Yep.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
All of my really good lav systems have screw in mics.
You just clarified it right there when you said it really good. Because like this setup right here where it's just the 3.5 millimeter, this is a really soft spring in here. The spring metal that makes the contacts also retains the setup, and this is not enough. They pull out. So if you put it in your pocket and then you have the lav like Doug was talking about, then chances are it's going to come unplugged. Or I love it when the wire breaks on you and your lav goes dead and you don't know it till later on. You're it's always great.
Yeah. So I don't know if the ones were. I never bought the ones. I have one with my DJI Osmo Pocket 2.
That's different from the Mic 1. That's a very good device. The only problem with that was that the wind muff would not stay on it. In fact, mine fell off and it's lost in space somewhere.
Yeah.
But that one works very well. But this one.
So with this one, with the 2, I don't know if the 1 does this or not, but there's 2 places to grab on to whatever you're clipping on, and then there's this big gap in the middle. And so
like
what
this?
you do, open up the clip.
So you can. I think it's the same as the other one. See the little spikes in there?
Yep. So there's 2 spikes, and then there's a gap.
Yes.
And so what you do is you put your wire through that gap.
Right.
And
That's how you do that.
Plug it in.
Yeah.
And then it won't come like
Unplugged.
If it's jerked on, it won't like pop out.
I have tried so many things in the field to MacGyver a way to keep things from unplugging, like the Pocket 2, this receiver.
Yeah.
I'd have to use the 3.5 millimeter to Pocket 2 to the do-it-all handle, and this son of a gun would come unplugged no matter what I did, and would be so annoying. But anyway,
yeah, that's why the float recording is awesome. Like it
works great.
Backup recording, like I now have 3 little recorders I can put anywhere I want to.
Yeah, and these do work. Like if you want some background noise, like when Lori and I were in Vermont, we wanted the sound of the frogs and stuff. And like, cause we had this huge pond at the house. It's called Ponder Yonder. And the frogs were epic, dude. So I like took this mic and I set it on the patio and closed the slider door and let it go for like 10 minutes. Cause I only need like 15, 20 seconds of audio, but dude, it's the coolest sound. And these work really well. You put the wind muff on it outside. And then
Did you call it a wind muffin?
Wind muff. I misspoke. Yeah. Wind muff. I said muffin, I think, because I'm always hungry, but no. But it works great. The Mic 1 system, you have to twist the wind muff on, and they break after a while. I had one break in England, but you could buy spares on eBay or whatever. Anyway, that's harder to use than the ones you have. The Mic 2, it just pushes in. It's such a sweet design. They made so many good improvements on Mic 2 that it's hard not to upgrade. But that oh my god, the floating recording though, that's what really sold me on it, along with the fact that it connects to Pocket 3 wirelessly. No wires at all.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Dude, I have been burned so many times, and you guys out there in the chat may be the same, where you lose your audio, and then what do? You're screwed.
You go well for you. You just go back to Iceland and
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go back to
Re-record.
Iceland and re-record everything. I mean, I'll go back, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, but I mean that's what I'm talking about, though. I mean, the stuff that we do, it's like a bucket list thing, and we're not gonna get to do that again. And then it's not a movie. We're not. Do your lights? Oh, here's your camera. Your your TV got dark for a second. Yeah, it's once you get one chance. So we want our stuff to work, and the simpler it is, the better.
Yep.
If you're filming something around your house like you are, I mean, yeah, you could do like, oh crap, my audio sucks. I can do it again. You could do it again. But going back to Iceland's a bit of a challenge.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why I got away from the labs and stuff, and I just use the base system and try to keep it less complicated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wind Muffin does sound a little bit better than Dead Rat.
Wind Muffin. Thanks EMP.
I'm gonna
You're gonna trademark that one?
Yep.
Well, there's
thanks to Chuck over at Cove Action.
these actually nice. These are actually like it's a dead mouse that goes on here, isn't it? Don't they sometimes call the little bitty ones dead mice?
Yep.
Yeah. But it works great, doesn't it? Gets all that freaking gets rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that I was really surprised. The video that I uploaded once I fixed all the audio on it,
Mm-hmm.
like I was really surprised that I didn't even turn noise canceling on, and there was literally no noise. Like I don't even know why you'd turn noise canceling
You
on.
won't. Don't turn it off. Actually, turn it off. The only thing you might want enabled is the low pass filter. Try it. Experiment with low pass. I leave it on, but I think some people might not like it. But when you're doing, in fact, low
I hate
pass.
noise canceling.
Yeah, well, noise canceling definitely disable, especially when you're using the wind muff. But when you record sound outside, maybe low pass is defaulted to be on. So turn that off and see if you get a little more range. Maybe you like your background sound better. I mean, for voice, it's great, right? With low pass on.
Yep.
But you can just literally toggle it on. Okay, this is the original receiver, but you can still toggle it on and off with the receiver. The controls are basically the same between the first and the second. You just don't have that cool wheel.
I like the wheel a lot.
Yeah. By the way, there is something annoying about the new system. I don't have it up here. It's still. We were in the Finger Lakes last weekend. The new receiver is longer than this one, so it'd be taller the way I'm holding it.
Yep.
And you would think that's not a problem, but if you use like I put Action 3s on a mount, and this pushes in the side of one of the cameras that's facing us. And when they're taller, now it doesn't let me put the camera up against the base. This thing hits first, so now I have to get a spacer because the new receiver is taller. So it's kind of a bummer. So we'll have to come up with a workaround.
Yeah, I wish they would have made the cold shoe on the bottom like off centered, so that that way you could put it like if you needed more space or less space, you could, because all you can do is like turn it around.
Well, you can get do I have one in here in my bag? I got this little box of tricky stuff, but you can get an extender, so you could get a USB-C female to male, and you could push it out further. You know, you can get creative, Sean. You could do things to change how you mount it to a device, but
I 3D printed like years ago. I 3D printed for the original Osmo Pocket.
Yeah,
that little attachment slider that's right there in your hand. Like I did a cold shoe that slid into there.
Oh, you mean not the one they give you? They give you this clips on.
Right, but like a cold shoe, like it turned that slider into a cold shoe. Oh,
well, they give you one though. I mean, your clip. The clip that comes with it is just like the Rode. This, when you push it into here, and this is the same setup they use for the new. Well, no, actually, no. The new one is built in all the time. See, this one, it just clips on when you push it in the end where the connector was. Push it in here. So
right.
That's your clip. But then that fits on a cold shoe. It's the width is.
I know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you could make a cold shoe adapter that was off-centered so that you could fit it
Yeah.
on your setup.
Yeah, good call. But like, so that brings up another valid point with the new setup versus the old one. So this old one, to use it with an Action 3 or 4 camera, you have to use the USB-C plug. You have to make the camera no longer waterproof to use your mic. Whereas with the Mic 2 on an Action 4, because it doesn't work with Action 3, you can go full wireless, just like Pocket 3. And then this thing you don't have to have the trap door open to get to the USB-C port on your Action camera. So, I mean, these things can take a bit of weather. I mean, they've been rained on and stuff. We've had them in glaciers and waterfalls, and they just keep rocking, these things.
Yeah. And they're Bluetooth. So, like,
right. So technically, it could be in your pocket and out of the weather in your coat, like in your raincoat, and still work.
So I forgot the names of these things.
But then you don't need this when you're wireless with the Bluetooth, because the Bluetooth from the Mic 2 is going to go right to the Action 4 camera.
Yep.
Just like Pocket 3.
So this has Bluetooth capabilities too. So you can use like AirPods and Beats and stuff like that.
And probably your new mics. They'll probably
So I haven't tried it yet, but
gotta try it.
This conversation
Gotta
just
try it.
sparked that.
The one thing you might not get, there's been some discussion on this, and I have not tested it. And since you are willing to do the testing and do the videos, and thank you for doing that stuff, by the way, seriously, Sean, because I can't be bothered. But guys like you take the time to do it. That's very helpful. If you want to see how it works, you can just watch. I mean, it's part of watching our videos. You just see, oh my God, they have good audio. Well, that's how we don't talk about it, but that's how we get good audio with this stuff. Anyway, you won't get the floating stuff when you connect to I think your phone. So basically, if it's not the DJI Pocket 3 or the Action 4, I don't believe you'll get the floating audio. You know what I mean? You'd have to use your receiver. You have to use the receiver that came with the Mic 2. And have it go back to that, and then physically plug in with a cable, and you're back to where you started with cables again. But try it. I might be wrong. Like I said, I haven't tried it, so I mean, I hope I'm wrong, because that's you basically can't clip. You cannot clip with that way. It's great.
Yeah, I hope you're wrong.
What's this? What? East Coast Thrills, GoPro, and you lose the cord while at the amusement park. No more charging. Arg. Oh, no.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, there are so many things that I should make a list of all the things that have gone wrong with Lori and me when we're out in the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I took the Osmo Pocket 3 with me the other day.
Yeah.
And I was going to get it out to do like a kind of a B-roll, look at me while I'm using my camera. And I forgot an SD card for it.
Don't you hate that? Oh, God. So you should always, Sean, just get one of those little cases, the little credit card size cases, and have cards in it, and just throw it in your camera bag, the bag that you always carry with you. And you'll be like, oh, shit, I didn't bring a card. Oh, wait, I have backups.
Yeah,
so.
That's my problem. Every camera is in a different bag. So I never take
one bag,
a bag with me. Like it's, I grab this drone, I grab this camera, I grab this tripod.
Then have a little.
I need one in my car, and hopefully it won't melt.
Well, maybe just put an SD card in one of those little. I don't have the adapter. The
or
adapter
in my wallet.
Water for what?
In my wallet.
You could put one in your wallet, like a condom.
Keep one in my wallet, like a condom. Like a backup.
Put it in one of the adapters, so it has a little more size to it, so it's harder to lose. And put it, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, then you'll have one. But definitely carry a couple of those around, because, dude, I've burned myself so many times. Like, I've had to lean on the storage and the drones before. It's like, crap, I don't have my. And it's like, okay, this better be a quick flight. Got to make it count, because you only have 8 gigs of space. Better make it count, Chuck. Yeah. Get the shot.
Yeah, that's why the drones that have internal storage, I'm like,
why so little?
Yeah, that was a great idea. Why haven't everything since then?
32 gigs in there, man. 32 gigs minimum, especially for these drones that have high bit rate and 4K 60 and everything. I mean, that's gonna be 4 seconds of video if you have only 8 gigs.
At least a battery's worth. I can get one good flight out of it.
So I think 32 gig would probably cut the mustard most of the time. 64 definitely. But why not? Does it really take that much space on the board to put 64 gigs of built-in memory on the thing? Can't.
No.
They're just being.
Yeah. I can buy a thumb drive for. I can buy like a terabyte thumb drive for $5.
Yeah.
Like,
When you can count on.
I don't know.
Because you don't want to imagine you film all your stuff.
Probably made in the
that's
same
gone.
factory.
Well, it's probably the same straw hut. Yeah, probably. But
Yep.
you hope not. But yeah, anybody out there in the chat that wants to add audio to their content, and you you can plug these into your receiver on the RC Pro, I think, and the DJI RC. I believe you can plug this receiver in USB-C, and you will end up with audio now on your at least on your feed to the controller for your
Like your
cache
screen
video.
record?
Yeah.
That's
Try it
cool.
out. Try it out with Mic 2. There's another thing for you to try out, but I'm pretty sure that works.
I'm gonna put a Mic 2 on my Avata and on the controller.
Oh, I'm gonna hear his. But that was kind of cool with the original, the Potato, the big FPV DJI made. I think
Yep.
it had a mic on it. You could hear the blades. It was kind of cool.
Yep, it's right back there.
Yeah. Anyway, but no, really, if you're gonna you guys, people are doing videos and stuff. You got to get your face out there. You gotta talk, and you need good audio. Don't skimp on the audio because nobody wants. So don't be that guy.
My other problem is like if I put it on a jacket or if I put it on like my t-shirt and then I'll move around and it'll
Crinkles.
Yeah,
like
I've got all my shiny vests.
Yeah, we've had that
pretty
problem.
much like parachute material,
yeah.
So or the zippers. So
See you, Doug. Sleep well, man. Stupid o'clock where he is.
Night, Doug. Tell me what you want for Project Holidays. I'm serious. This is your last call.
Private last holidays. Call. Yeah, the wind muff might actually help with like that chafing sound you get when the mic, when the lav starts rubbing against stuff.
Yep.
By the way, we struggle with that a lot. Lori and I struggle with that a lot. Mic placement becomes a problem when, you have it on the shirt, then you put a coat on. Next thing you know, the coat's interfering with this. Or we'll be in the car and the seatbelt will rub against it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, so many things can go wrong. It's like you have to be constantly mindful about where the mic is and then, what you're doing.
Or that Viking outfit. Like, where do you put a mic on that?
Oh, do you wonder? We had them on. Did you see them? They're on there. Otherwise, you want to hear us go, Iceland!
You put it in the horn that you blew?
I really blew that horn, too. That's legit.
My dad has one of those horns.
I cut off the fake reed thing because I used to play trombone and I sanded it all down so it was a real mouthpiece and yeah, they're cool, but no, we just had the mics the outfits they had fur on them and stuff.
Yeah,
we had to walk, dude. We had to put those on at the horse ranch, in the parking lot. So suiting all up in the parking lot. And we told the people what we're up to, so don't freak out. But we have to we're gonna go film some stuff on the beach in costumes. Oh, that's cool. So we had to walk along the side of the stable and walk. I forget, it was a couple 100 feet to the beach. So we're walking. I have my horns on. We're walking down the beach to the black sand beach to film the stuff and set up. I'm wearing my horns and I'm getting the drone out of the bag and setting the drone up because we flew Mavic 3 to film that. Mavic 3 was in the air, and that's what we used to film us. So it gave a very organic feel. The drone would kind of track us. It was locked on me, and when I moved, it would kind of move a little bit. So it gave that nice kind of hey, somebody's holding a camera and filming, but it's just a drone down low at eye level. This is hovering. Genius, huh? I'm pretty smart.
Yeah. Yep, I used to do that with my Parrot Anafi. It had a I forget what it was called, but it would just sit there. It's kind of like Active Track now, but it would just
it is, yeah.
It would stay at a you could set it to how far you wanted away from you, and it would just no matter where you walked, it would just stay there.
Yep, and that's what we did with ours because Lori wanted to walk towards the shore, towards the water, with our backs turned to the camera. She thought that'd be a cool shot. It's okay, we can do that. But I didn't want the drone to move, so I did just like you said. I just had it set up so it basically would rotate and it would keep us centered, but it wouldn't follow us.
Yep.
That way we could do the walk away shot, not have the drone follow us. And that was kind of a cool effect. But what I'm saying is that like you have these drones and the drone is literally capable of being your personal camera crew in the right conditions. So you can do a lot of cool shit with a drone.
Yep.
And that's just simple stuff that Lori and I were pulling off, but it made for a fun shot. And then dude, we were I wish I could have seen when you showed the video the first time. I didn't know we were busy or whatever, we missed it. Because
so I played your trailer. It wasn't like your full video, it was just the trailer.
Yeah, just the trailer.
And like
you had to be laughing your ass off.
Well, it was so like the first part of the video is almost epic. Like you're flying over the ice and the water, and you've got like your intro or whatever. And I was like, man, this is like quality stuff. And then at the very end, you're like getting down on your knees and you blow the horn in like full cosplay outfit.
Lori was. I know.
I'm not making fun of you. It's just like
thank you. It was
just hit me like it was
all Lori. She's like, she had the idea. She's like, I think, well, we had booked Iceland, and months in advance, Lori's like, I think we should get costumes. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, we should get costumes. I was like, and what are you thinking? She's like, well, you know the Immigrant song by like Led Zeppelin? I was like, that's copyrighted. We can't use that. She's like, just for like the trailer, we could use that. And okay, so we don't get any credit for anything. Who cares? And I'm like, okay, the Immigrant song. So then I download the Immigrant song. And then I'm like, okay, if we're going to do it for a trailer, I want to make it capable of being a short. So I want it to be 1 minute to like 1 minute long to the second. So I had to cut down the Immigrant song so that, you know, the end. I had to cut it to fit that end section in before it was really the end. So that was exactly 1 minute long. That took me like a half hour to get that. I wanted that audio to be like balls on perfect. And it is. And it is. But, so then so I had that song, dude, I had that song laid down 2 months in advance before it went. I was like, when we get to Iceland, we have to get the glacier shot. We have to get like the geyser shot. We have to, because, you know, we come to the land of the ice and snow with the hot springs, the midnight sun and the hot springs flow. And I wanted all those elements in like the teaser of the shit we did. So got most of them. But that was all like thought out up front. And that's another thing you have to, like, when you're going to do a video of any kind, you know, think about what you want to do, like come up with a story in advance. You don't have to follow it exact, but at least have like a rough game plan in your mind, like how I want to lay out the shots, what you want to get. But anyway, yeah, that was super fun, man. That made the trip really fun. We should have worn that shit more when we were wandering around Iceland, because we've been like going to a restaurant, we're in full freaking get up, walk in and order beers or something.
Yeah.
Or we'll grocery shopping and I don't know, but yeah. But it was still good.
There's an audio service. I was trying to find it, but I can't right now. But Potato Jet is always talking about it. But you get licenses for like legitimate songs, like not just like, you know, Epidemic Sounds is like
you can, yeah,
like some indie band made a song or something like that. But like with Potato Jet, you get like Taylor Swift on your video or
a lot of stuff you can use. You can use a lot of copyrighted music on YouTube, but you won't get, if you're monetized, like we are not. At this point, we're not. But you can use it to somebody else makes the money. I looked into paying. If
you're not monetized, you can use whatever you want to.
Right, but I mean, I think at some point we will be. I just don't know when.
Yeah, but then you're screwed.
Then you're screwed. But I mean, just for that stuff. And you know, right now it's like for us, we're growing the channel, we're having fun, we do the stuff that we love to do, and then we're doing a better job of tuning it to an audience. Like your stuff, you tune it to an audience. You're like, okay, I'm out in the world. Actually, it's brilliant. The stuff you're doing is like, there's a guy named Espen who's a drone guy. He's in Norway, and he reviews stuff like you do. He's out hiking and stuff, and he's wearing the cameras or wearing the mics, and he's using the cameras, and he's comparing cameras and stuff like out in the real world. And it's really cool. I mean, like you see the stuff really being used, and that's what people want to know. People want to know, what's it like when you're using it like out there. 'Cause,
Yeah, I really lose. There are a lot of YouTubers out there that like just kind of lose my trust whenever, like the first thing they say is like, "Oh, this video is sponsored by Squarespace," and
then you
like,
know.
and then I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay," and then or like my favorite one is the someone sent me this for free, but I'm not like all of the, all of the ideas about this video are mine, and I get to say whatever I want to say.
Unbiased
Yeah.
review.
Oh crap, is what that is.
This is my unbiased review sponsored by DJI. Yeah,
Right.
I'm sure you're saying exactly what you think about it. Yeah, it's
But
really
like, I love just going out and just, okay, we're gonna plug this in. We're just gonna see what it sounds like,
yeah.
and then like, oh, well, that sucked. So don't do it that way.
Yeah, you know who? Actually, Aldrin, flight path.
Yeah.
He's okay. Yeah, so DJI and everybody loves him. They send him stuff all the time, but his reviews are fun because he shows the positive stuff, which is cool. But he's out there trying stuff like you. He's trying stuff in the field, like, well, let's see if this works, and then he'll try it out. And I'm sure he doesn't show the stuff that doesn't work, but he certainly shows the stuff that does, which is still helpful to show. So he's doing it in a positive light, but then he's showing you the stuff that you could do and showing you that it works spontaneously, and that's kind of cool. What is Jim's writing now? Jim, what you send free stuff when I was yeah. But that's exactly what they do. So that's not really helpful to us as creators. We're looking to buy equipment that's going to help us make better stuff, and to have it all, be like fantasy land, and oh, this is so wonderful. La, 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 la.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time, like the beginning of my YouTube channel. I spent a lot of time, like, I was going for those sponsored deals, and so, like, I really don't say negative things about anything I ever talk about. Like, if I feel like I'm pretty positive, like if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like that's just a fact. It's not like I'm, I have some agenda that I'm trying to force on somebody. But like, I'll be honest, and I'm not going to say anything that's dishonest. But at the same time, I'll be like, someone will say, "Well, that's a piece of crap."
Look what I have.
Nice.
It won't fit out over the headset. Sorry.
Yep. But
sorry,
like I'll say things that are like, it's like I'll honestly say something nice about it. So like if I spent $10 on a tripod, I'll say, this couldn't hold a 5-pound camera, but for $10, it's a nice tripod. You know what I mean? Like
you put a good spin on a positive spin on the end.
I mean, it's worth $10. It'll hold up your phone. Like just if that's all you got, use that.
Just don't expect it to hold your SLR or something, because it won't. Yeah.
Yep.
But you put the positive spin at the end, which is really good. I have a problem doing that. I tend to be more crass, and I get.
By the way, did you see Ken Dobo's? Sorry, I don't get his name right ever.
Oh, Original Dobo, Ken Dono.
Yeah, did you see his video today?
No, I have not seen any. I've been so busy today. You're the first guy I turned on YouTube.
Y'all should check out his video, Dear Ken Heron.
Oh, that's the silliness of where he
rips Ken Heron a new one.
I haven't watched that video yet either. I saw all the banter on it and I resisted. I mean, Ken Heron is very good at everything he does, but he does kind of cross the line from time to time. He's okay with shocking people, and I heard that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make any comments on that video. I haven't watched, but just what I've heard.
He's harassing people on the walking bridge in Nashville.
I don't like it.
With the DJI Avata is what he's doing.
I don't like that. But because I've flown in busy places, and people have been very kind to me and let me pull off the shots. Like we were at Dirtledore in England, and like I probably shouldn't have been flying there, and people were like cool with it because I did my best to keep it the hell away from them. I was like, okay, I want the shots, but I don't want to like.
He's flying right up to their faces while they're walking on the bridge.
You just don't do that shit. And like,
like he's the reason we can't fly the Arch in St. Louis. Ken
Heron
is the reason. Yes.
You know how bad I wanted. Yes, and you know how bad I wanted to fly that damn thing, like really,
Yeah.
really bad. And ask
And I live in Nashville, so now I probably can't fly around the
no,
pedestrian
but you,
bridge.
but
because of him.
you, yeah,
I
but
can't
you,
fly Centennial Park because of him.
yeah, he's special. So, like, but the arch though, me and Dustin, Dustin was taking me around the city of St. Louis there.
Yeah.
If I had a little more battery and a little more time and a little more daylight, I could have flown the drone from where I was to the arch and back. I could see it the whole way down that passageway on that main drag. I could have gone right down to the arch and done.
Yeah.
I could have done the most amazing pullback shot ever, but I didn't have battery left, light left, nothing left, and I was like, okay, that's all I can get. So I got a nice pullback, but it's not the one I wanted. But you could do it from a safe distance and still see it. But
Yeah.
the problem with that particular place where we were, it got sketchy really quick. We were walking towards it, and that's as close as we could get before like the neighborhood changed, where it was like, yeah, we're not packing.
It's not a
heat.
safe area.
No, it was
No.
clearly not a place where two guys are going to stand around with a drone and a bunch of stuff and like not expect to get rolled. That was just not a good place to be. So
Yeah, well, I took my family to St. Louis because everything was pretty much free. They got a free zoo. They've got a free free parks and all that kind of stuff. And I had to kind of protect my wife and my daughter, like,
yeah.
and there'd be like a really ritzy like area, like a really rich part of town, and then a block over, like you're
totally
straight up in
change
the
it.
ghetto.
But it just yes, and that happens. That happens in a lot of big cities. New York City, like in Brooklyn. I mean, you can literally Queens. You can walk one block over, like you described, and go from really nice houses to you better have a gun. Like it's crazy. Just like
Yeah.
flip a switch. Yeah. What did Dewey say about Ken?
Personality vacuum.
Meh. I don't know. I love his use of cameras. I've learned a lot from the way that he films stuff. He showed some making of videos where how he used multiple cameras, and I learned a lot from him on how to do that. And I thank him for that. Because you can do really creative stuff. You have tripods and things. You can leave cameras and film and drive away and get all kinds of cool shots and really get B-roll that's helpful to telling a story. And Ken taught me a lot about how to do that just by me watching his videos. But this thing that he's done now is just not cool. So,
well, I don't know. I feel like Ken was on Ken is how I learned what the rules were.
Yeah.
Even like letters that he got from the FAA, he was like he flew the radio tower in Franklin here, and he got this letter from the FAA saying, there were complaints. Did you climb over a fence? Did you do this? Like, I didn't trespass on anything. I flew in free airspace. And so those are the things that I learned from him. But, interviews with, the Part 107, like all of the different interviews that he's done, I've learned things, but he's at the point where he's like flying around homeless people. I got to get a battery. I got to get a body cam. Like Barkley was standing right next to him when like the homeless guy sang a song to him for $20 or whatever. But this video, I feel like, I don't know.
I'll have to watch it. I have to watch it. I must reserve any comments till I watch it because I got to give it a fair shake. But
it's entitled "Do people like drones" or something like that.
People, I don't like it when people fly drones in my neighborhood because it's not me flying. So then I have to think about that. Like, okay, how do other people feel about me flying? Same way I feel about them flying. It's like it's unsettling. So you have to do it in a responsible manner where you're not going to impact them any more than necessary. I'm certainly not going to hover around and like be in my neighbor's backyard, like flying by their windows and stuff, and no, absolutely not.
So there are people walking on the walking bridge. The walking bridge is like maybe 200 feet up in the air. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's like hiding under the bridge. And then he's got a person on the phone on the bridge saying, okay, there's a couple coming by. And then he like just pulls the drone up and then just like gets right in their face and just follows them across the bridge. And then he just keeps doing that to different people.
That seems bad. But I mean, at the same token, imagine this. Like, what if you ask somebody like, hey, they have this nice couple's walking across the bridge. Like, hey, would you mind if I filmed you guys like walking across the bridge?
Oh, yeah.
I'll even give you the footage, but I want to use it for our vlog as B-roll. Would that be okay? And they might say, yeah. And then
getting consent is
right.
one thing.
Right. But just like harassing people, all it's doing, if you harass, I'm not saying it's this video or whatever, I'm just gonna say like in general, if we as drone pilots, if we're going to harass the public, do you really think people are going to be like, hey, it's cool that you have a drone? They're going to hate us. So, yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah. All right.
It's not cool.
It looks like I'm starting to get Bob started. So,
uh-oh. He got up there, grill started. What?
So I'm gonna end this stream on a positive note.
Yeah, good idea.
So Chuck, I'm gonna go ahead and say good night to you, and I'm gonna show a couple videos from the club.
Show the stuff. I'll kick back and watch in the chat. Thanks for having me on, dude. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. All right. So on that note, let's check out the club. We got some photos. We got some videos from some people. So Chuck is back in the chat. So if you want to talk with him, you can. All right. Been a good night. It's always good to talk to Chuck. So last week we hit a squirrel. Whenever it might have been Doug that brought up a greasy cheeseburger. So I had to get a cheeseburger the next day. So I posted a picture of it in the club. And then Doug posted his picture from Culver's of his greasy cheeseburger. So, anyway, so we started talking about greasy cheeseburgers, and he mentioned a place called Portillo's. And I don't know if anybody's ever had Portillo's, but I wanted to show you guys this picture of this hot dog. This hot dog looks amazing to me. I'm not a person that puts a bunch of veggies on my hot dog. I kind of like it pretty slim. But look at this beef and sausage sandwich. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys something that he put in the club, that if you guys, now there's not any locations near me at all. It looks like there is a whole bunch up in Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, a lot up there, some Minnesota. But there's some down in Florida. We got some people here. They're down in Florida. We got some friends down in Texas. And then there's some over here, San Diego and Los Angeles. So if you ever get a chance, try Portillo's. Doug loves it. All right. So I'm trying to think. Jim put that up 3 days ago. It's not loading. So I'm going to refresh and see. Oh, I'm logged out. All right. So I'm going to scroll down, and there's my cheeseburger that I got at Red Robin. It was wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and kick Chuck. So, all right. So here's an old video 7 years ago that Steven Drones posted from his Hubsan X4. So let's check that out. Whoa. It's amazing how far drone technology has come. Remember when all of our drone footage looked like this? Like very, we just had a GoPro hanging off of a drone with no stabilization. It's just amazing, like Steve's video, this video compared to something from his unique Typhoon H Plus. Night and day, y'all. That's funny, Jim. Whew. Time for bed, y'all. So there it is. Here's another one from Jim. This looks like from the same day that we watched in the last one, with all, or same location at least. So Jim said I played it, but you posted it 3 days ago, so maybe it's a repeat. All right, so that was the geese flyby that Jim put up in the club. Then we've got another one from Doug. This is a visit to the largest ice sculptures event in North America in Frankenmuth, Michigan. The photos were shot with the iPhone 15 Pro Max fireworks on the DJI Mini 4. Well, that place looks cool.
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. Whoa.
It's cool. I love that building. It's like you're in Holland or something. Big frog chilling, drinking a beer. Anatomically correct frog. Big sea turtle. Mama bird. Can't tell what that is. Viking, maybe? Sorry, Jim. I got your title wrong. It's a cool bridge. Hey, Doug. Oh, cool. All right, that was a little bit of the Winter Fest in Frankenmuth. Oh, that was my bad. Here's Geese Flyby. All right. Last, we have some photos from Dusty over East Coast Thrills. Pretty boat. Pretty boat again. Zoomed out. Very cool. Oh, that's a nice shot. So this is Casey Key, Florida. And here's the Pelicans. All right. Overall, a good show. I am going to I'm going to call it a night. I'm getting so tired, y'all. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'm planning on going out and making something happen tomorrow. It might be a good day to review the Ace Pros. Maybe test out the DJI Mic 2 system with the Ace Pros. That might be on the agenda tomorrow. So hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll catch you guys on the next live stream. Make sure you like this video. It really helps the channel out a lot, and it's free. So have a wonderful night and week, and I'll catch y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace. I said y'all again. Y'all. Have a good week. Bye.